Yes, yes, yes. You tuned into the RRT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A. Thank you for your time and support. And we are doing a recap of the first week of boxing of 2020. And Showtime's Atlantic City, New Jersey card turned out to be better than it looked like the paper read. You know, the paper gave it okay fights. But okay fights turned out to be entertaining fights. Um, with the headline of Shields and has a Bazine Ivana, you know, we're going over that card. Then we're gonna do the Jesse Hart fight. Is really much nothing on that card besides that fight, and and then the Jaime Munguia and Gary Spike, which was also a pretty interesting, entertaining. Um, Almost quite borderline, like, dude, this is gonna get dangerously here, Spike was on there. Spike was on there. He was dangling on the spike. So we'll talk about all these fights right here on the RRT Boxing Show. Of course, leading off with the card of Clarissa Shields. Starting it off, Alicia Espinoza. I never really believed in Alicia Espinoza. Alicia Napoleon. Didn't believe in her. I didn't believe in Alicia Espinoza. Um, I think she's more of a showman type fighter. More worried about how she looks doing it. All that movement and stuff. Like it's like it's for luck. It's for luck. You know, I just don't. You know, I think she has a name. She's decent looking. And I think she was hopefully like a selling point. I think she's a very nice boxer. Probably whip my ass in boxing, of course, but I'm just saying. From the outside looking in, you know, very nice. I don't think she's just that caliber, up there. And Ellen, Ellen stuck it on the outside with the ones and the twos, man. And with that right, with that round two hook, that was. Is that not fucking round of the year so far? Round of the year, right there. 2020, Ellen Cinderos from Sweden. She, it was a nice little. Um, you guys say for this card, you know, the undercard took advantage of being on Clarissa Shields' card. Whatever little hype and whatever little views and whatever Clarissa Shields is bringing, you know, the undercard took advantage of extra eyeballs on them, and they showed out. The undercard was good fight. And like I said, Cedar Rose, she had the timing down with all that, with all Alicia's moving and fucking hurricane. Even her trainers were like, "What are you doing? If you're gonna do all this moving, I need you to be. Don't do it right in front of her. You're like right in front of her, not doing nothing. You're just moving up and down. So that was a good fight. You know, um, the ones and twos outboxed her. Great timing. Cedar Rose 168, unified champion out of nowhere, 7-0 upset. It was never really an upset. She was already a champion. She unified. She's like, no, I'm gonna go back home and build my brand, when she was asked about Clarissa Shields, she's like, "Fuck it, you know, I'm building my brand. I'm gonna get my money. I know how this shit works. I'm going. And right now, I got 2 belts, and I'm going back to home. I'm gonna be fucking rich at home first, then I'm gonna be rich around the world. So hey, at least she's honest with it, right? Hate her all you want. And then we move on to the next fight. This one kind of went down how we discussed on the breakdown. Gerald Enos and Bakhtiar Ibinov. Just I didn't expect it as quick. I didn't expect it as quick as it was. Um, Enos beat the shit out that kid. You know, I didn't think, like I said, I didn't think it'd be round 4. I thought it would be like a round 9. I didn't think he was gonna uh, just go gun ho with the punches on him. I thought he'd be more patient with him, pick him apart. But nah, he just, dude, it was that easy. It was that fucking easy. Ebenoff was coming in reckless. He comes in reckless head first. He was shorter. The reach was 74-66. It was just all bad for him. You know, Enos, he did exactly what he was supposed to do. Exactly what he was supposed to do. I believe he's what, number 15. What ranking? What organization has him ranked? Here we go. Enos. Where can Enos fight next? He could fight at any ranking, of course. But as title shot tracking down, he's number 15 by the IBF, Earl Spence. So if you want, number 13, number 13 by the WBO. Just to talk that talk right here on the RRT Boxing Show. If I'm PBC, I fucking definitely send Gerald Enos Terrence Crawford's way. I'm like, hey, you're number 13. You keep fighting. You know, our plan for you right now is to go get Terrence Crawford. You're going to do whatever you have to do to get his mandatory. So right now you're 13. You fight number fucking 10, Kavalauskas. Then you fucking fight number anybody. 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 Because right now, the PBC is got number 1, Danny Garcia, Sergey Lipinets as his top 2 opponents. And they got Jared Enos down at 13. You may not get Spence, but you're going to get somebody. You're going to get somebody. They're too high in the rankings. Now, as for Enos, I keep calling him Enos. I think it's Enos. Right here on the RRT Boxing Show. Like I said, we'll go the WBO route, since that's the most juicy story right there. Him being number 13, let's see, a nice fight for him would be someone we probably ain't gonna hear too much of. Number 1, 2, and 3, Garcia, Lipinets, and Ortiz. Ortiz being Virgil. That's a hot top 3. That's a hot 3. You know, number 4, Shonina, Zawitsky, Clayton, McKenzie. Coming in at number 8 is the Punisher, Abu Kakarov, who's the Spence's mandatory over in the IBF. And they're over there talking about him and Sergey Lipinets fighting for an interim or some type of shit over there, but they're fighting for that. So that's, who knows what's happening. You know, you got Garcia going with Reddick or Ivan, whatever his name is. Lipinets possibly with number 8. Then what is Virgil Ortiz gonna pop in there as Crawford's mandatory? The way things are looking right now, these guys already have fights lined up. You know, because Crawford needs a voluntary fight. Is Quadrillo gonna step in and take it away? You know, because right now he spends his mandatory. He's he, w- that's a whole nother one. That's a whole nother one. Gerald Enos, like I said, for right now, I don't think he's gonna fight Caballero, Abdul Kakarov. I would like to see him fight. I don't know who the hell he is, but Freddie Kuit, number 11. Pull him on PBC. A nice little fight. And then I think a good fight for um, Enos. This dude's name has been in there for a long time. I haven't quite seen a lot of them. The Canadian Custo Clayton. Dude, I think he's up there working with Yvonne Mindy, I think. Fucking, I know they worked with him. Like I said, Mika Shonina, the name, but I haven't seen him. Mikhail Zawitsky, Custo Clayton, Michael McKenzie. Out of those four people, the names I constantly see them in here, but I haven't seen them fight. I seen Custo Clayton maybe once in some clips. Once in some clips. So fuck. His name's been there a long time in these rankings through up and down somewhere. Ennis should somehow finish. If he's chucking a title shot at the end of the year, it should come off a Custo Clayton victory. So he just beat Ebu, fucking Ebuov or whatever that cat's name was. The 33-year-old guy. So if he's talking end of the year and 3 fights, his next fight shit's got to be someone nice. He's 15 by the IBO. Ooh, ooh. I think we got it right here on the RRT Boxing Show, folks. We got a nice fucking fight for Boots. Oh, we got a nice one. We got a nice fight for Boots here, folks. 15, like I said, I would like him to see him go to Terrence Crawford for route. I think that's a business move. I think that's fucking fantastic. Um, it's like it's my business, right? But you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. And overall, I think, hey, pretty good fight, right? Terrence Crawford and Boots. Now, going off this victory, and if he's talking title shot at the end of the year or getting real close, number 15 taking on number 7 sounds like a good matchup, right? Number 5 is Custo Clayton. Number 3 Sergey Lipinets. Number 1 Quadrillo. So they talking about an interim type shit, or Spence gonna have to come back and fight his mandatory Abdul Krakoff. So somehow he's gonna be tied up. Number 7, like I said, if he's not gonna fight Custo Clayton, number 7 of the IBF, Jamal James. Now that shit sounds nice, right? How is Sean Porter number 10? I don't know, but Jamal James number 7. Mm, that's a fucking good fight right there. That's a nice. That's a nice co-main event or a nice fucking opening pay-per-view card right there. Put that on fucking Fury and Wilder opening fight right there. Jamal James and Boots. That's a good fight. That is a good fight. That's number 7 and the 15 of the IBF going at it. I'm tired of Thomas Delorme's name getting thrown in there just to have a name and save a spot, save a spot. You know what I mean? Save a card. Because IBF, you got Abdul Krokharov, the fucking Punisher, been getting, you know, it's coming. Him and Spence, it's coming. We've been talking about it since season. We're on season 5 of the RRT Boxing Show. We've been talking about that since season 1, or perhaps maybe 2. Abdul Krokharov and Errol Spence is coming. It's coming. It's coming. No one else was talking about it, but here it is. It's there. So that's probably where Boots can go. Again, great victory. I did not think it'd happen that fast. Put the punches together, landing uppercuts. Um, it is. He's gonna need a better, another victory, a better name. Like I said, Jamal James, number 7. Clarissa Shields, Ivana Hazban. Uh, this fight, this fight, it was Havana definitely went into survival mode. Definitely went into survival mode. The body shot was brutal. It was hearts out to Havana, who fucking, she tried to survive it. She did survive it for a while. She didn't. She didn't fucking go down immediately. She took like 2 or 3 more shots, 2 to the body and I think 1 to the head before she finally went down from the first body shot. So she took like 3 more punches after the first initially one that hurt her bad. So props out to her for fucking taking it, which leads to the point and the speculation that she says Shields don't hit hard. Shields don't hit hard. You know, which we'll talk about. We'll touch that subject again soon, folks. Again, very soon, right here on the RRT Boxing Show. Clarissa shows this fight, the best way I can sum this fight up, because everything was nice about this fight. Clarissa Shields did a good job. But as the saying goes, it leaves a cured. That well, what the fuck they say when they compare something? That saying goes, it leaves that leaves a certain taste in my mouth. Whatever, I don't know what the fuck it was, but the saying, so just something wasn't right. Like well, my feeling, my fucking Earl Spence and Mikey Garcia. Some people thought it was a great boxing performance, and people were like, "Fuck that! He should have knocked Mikey Garcia's ass out." Clarissa Shields versus Havana was pretty damn great. It was nice. You can't really, she still didn't quite place her shots the way I would like to see her. The volume's good, the energy's good. Defense. It was a good performance, but the way I feel Errol Spence should have knocked Mikey Garcia out, I feel Shields should have knocked Havana out. Now, giving her credit, it's definitely more obvious that Havana went to hardcore survival mode more than Mikey Garcia. I think Spence let him ride that one out. Shields was trying, Havana was holding and surviving. So that is taken into account. Shields was out there trying for the finish. Yes, that's all you can really say. It sounds like a more of a critique, but you know, we thought Spence was going to beat Mikey Garcia. We thought Shields was going to beat Havana. They both won. It's like, okay. Um, should have knocked him out. Should have knocked him the fuck out. That's all I can say. Good performances though, right? Good performance. Shields came in. Need like I said. we're going to touch on the power because that leads to the next card of was it the Golden Boy? Excuse me. Yeah, the Golden Boy of Jaime Munguia and Gary Spike O'Sullivan. With that, having Fran Chan Discern taking on Alejandra Jimenez. Do you not think Clarissa Shields' power might be needed just a little bit? Just a little bit? Just a little bit, right? Now, that fight itself, Discern and Jimenez, that was a good fucking fight, man. It just, you felt sorry. At points, you felt sorry for Discern. Um, they're like, shit, she's getting her ass, she's getting tossed. It's like, it is like, it got bad because it's not like she was going in survival mode. She was out there throwing bombs, just getting it taken out of her. Like you saw that size, even though they weighed in at 168 or one, or the one. What did they actually weigh in at 160? Did what did big ass Alexandra weigh in at? Let's see. What exactly did she weigh in? 164 and a half. Get the fuck out of here. That big bitch weighed in at 164. She came out there. Like I said, that's why I picked her to win that fight in the prediction. Discern throws too wide, too hard, and from round one, it was her downfall. She came out there throwing hard as fuck. Landed. She landed some. She was landing bombs the whole. We saw it. She was landing bombs the whole fucking fight. Jimenez was a fucking brick wall who just she just bigger. She, like absorbed that shit. She's she lost weight, but she's. It's gonna take a while for these the super middleweight punches to affect Jimenez. Yes, she was a heavyweight, so she could take it a little more, but she wasn't getting hit at a heavyweight. You know, so that's where she's strong. Yeah, she's dropping down in weight, and she could. It's not only she's a heavier, bigger woman. She could take these punches. She's a heavier, bigger woman who wasn't hit. So her punch resistance is still fucking strong, and you saw that at fucking Discern's. Discern was just throwing them fucking A. And then just to see that Jimenez just walking through, she was broken, man. That fighting spirit was taken from her, and you wonder what is gonna, because Discern, she's she's still gonna be out there. You wonder, since we'll go a little off track here. We'll go a little off track because we're gonna talk the Double RT Boxing Show. This is the Ready Talk Boxing Show. Mr.A studs. We going everywhere here. Jimenez. How long do you think this been in play? Like, okay, Jimenez is a heavyweight champion. And fuck, dude. Everyone has a female boxer. Matchroom has Katie Taylor. PBC has Clarissa Shields. You know, Top Rank has Michaela Meyer, right? Who the fuck do we have heavyweight? If she loses fucking weight, who that dude? She a smash. You know, she's big. You would think she would just. You saw what she did to Discern. You know, her and Shields. That'd be very interesting. You know, and you wonder that, like, okay, guess do you think do you think Mr. A's thoughts here, right in the middle of the Double RT Boxing Show? Think about it, folks. Franchon Cruz Dezern got both her titles, the WBC and the WBO. She got both those titles on two different individual bouts against um, Cornejo. They were vacant titles. Golden Boy set those fights up. Do you think those fights were set up for Alejandra Jimenez to eventually get these titles? Remember, these fights was supposed to happen a while ago. Jimenez couldn't make weight. Do you think Golden Boy was trying to get a Mexican showdown? You know, have Jimenez beat the shit out of Cornejo. You know, that would have been a nice fucking that would have filled out a little casino or hotel or something. The the what's that shit? The Kia thing across from Staples Center. I can't even think of the fucking arena right now. Tokia, Nokia. That could have been filled up. You know, that would have been a nice little female Mexican squabble right there. Jimenez versus Cornejo. You wonder how long was this set in play? Golden Boy getting two super middleweight vacant title shots, and all of a sudden here comes big ass heavyweight down to super middleweight to fight for those two vacant titles. Just Mr. A's thoughts here. Just Mr. A's thoughts. That's all. That's all. That's all. So again, Jimenez bobbed and weave, ate fucking bombs for breakfast in that fight. She was eating shots that I think would have dropped some other girls, but that's all. She just wore. That pressure just wore Drizern down. Uh, how she survived? I give her credit. She was taking bombs. She was holding. She was definitely. I don't want to call it survival mode because she was fighting back hard. So you know, survival mode gets the term of when a fighter is backpedaling, not really trying to fight back. Discern was fighting back. It's literally she was holding from not to fall. You know, she was tired as fuck. It was like, damn, dude, like one, two more good punches and poor Dezern's gonna get knocked out. I'm surprised Barry Hunter didn't stop that fight. I guess he's not as close as Dezern is to the Peterson boys, you know, because usually he's one of those fighters, trainers who uh, doesn't doesn't let his camp take too much punishment. He's a little, you know, a little personal with his fighters. But no, he was ripping it into her ass, man. Take this fucking shit off her head. Took the weave off. That shit was hilarious. I always thought that was just a little too much. You know, that's two fights in a row. You know, the other one, remember the shit came down to her eyes. It's I get it. You got the brand, the market, but the hair is just too much in this. and you're a professional fighting, and it showed why. 2 fights in a row. Now moving on, Deserve should bounce back. Like I said, in the female market, uh, the game is getting hot. She'll be back around real quick. She could fight the Sweden girl, you know, because right now the Sweden girl is gonna big up her market. If this fight doesn't get a rematch, um, if I was a Discern, I don't think I would get an immediate rematch with all the punches I fucking took. You know, get an MRI first. She took some hella fight punches, man. You know, relax, get some fights, get some. Hopefully, Golden Boy lines her up with some fights. You know, that's what the female boxing needs. But at the same time, they need some fights that get fan appeal. You know, the opponent. If the opponent's not fan appeal, the A side, which deserve it being, gotta get the knockout. You know, so hopefully that occur for her. As far as the heavyweight, I mean not the heavyweight, the the heavy card liner, Jaime Munguia taking on O'Sullivan. It went pretty much how we expected it to go. Jaime Munguia finishing off Gary O'Sullivan again. The punches here were looking a little deadly towards the end of this fight. You know, Gary O'Sullivan was starting to get that knee buckling sensation, walk tumbling back, the power jab, the body shots was wearing spiked down. Jaime Munguia got hit, the same overhand rights, you know, pushed against the ropes, but the when he was popping that power jab, it was it was fucking Spike up. It went from making Spike think to stopping Spike in his tracks to literally fucking buckling Spike's knee and stumbling to the ropes. That jab had like 3 different layers of effect. It was like a good fight to watch. Why a jab is important to have. Like when McGill was doing it, you saw the triple ripple effect. When he wasn't doing it, Spike had whatever success he did have. 11th round, just couldn't take anymore. McGee, did Sullivan sell any of the low blows? Perhaps, but when you gotta say that he sell any of the low blows, that's it's just, um, Munguia, like I said, he wasn't throwing some nice body shots, but when you throw some nice body shots, some sway low. It wasn't too many altercations when Spike was pulling Munguia's head down, making the punches straight low. It was, going for that body shot, going below the elbow, just went below the belt. Maybe some borderline and Spike sold it, but I believe a majority of them were partially below mid belt and lower. You know, there were some good ones. There were some good ones. But yeah, but overall, no, it was cool to see Jaime Munguia. He fired off more combinations, not as many power shots. He mixed in the power better, but still the same Jaime. Throwing all those punches. He's like a. He reminds me of the same style as Burchett. That's. I think Burchett is a better overall boxer, but as far as to come forward brute, throwing all those punches, trying to fuck you up, they got that style. Those two guys got that. So that was a very a good card as well. So like I said, the main fight of this whole week I was looking forward to was to discern and Jimenez. That's if you listen to each of the breakdowns, that's what it was. If you're a new viewer and you watching the Double RT Boxing Show, that is fucking awesome. Thank you for that time and support. And for those who did this 35 so far, Double RT Boxing Show video, thank you, thank you. But that was a nice little car right there. And finishing off Jesse Hart and Joe Smith, the ESPN Top Rank card. The what's that? Atlantic City again, right? Fucking they're getting their boxing going on. They were getting it going on over the weekend. Again, talking that right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. The breakdowns. We picked Jesse Hart because of the attributes. We know what he has, and I feel bad saying it, feel dumb saying it, repeating it. But hey, ESPN was all over it, doing the same thing. Tired of talking about what Jesse Hart has and should do. He is who he is. He's not gonna change. He's Adrian Broner. He's not gonna let his hands go. Jesse Hart ain't gonna do the right things. Tim Bradley went in. Tim Bradley went in on him, saying he's never gonna be champion at the elite level. Tim Bradley went in at the end of the I guess the press, the event before the show went off. Now it was what we talked about in the breakdown. Joe Smith he has a nice little jab, double jab in, and he throws that right hand behind it, and Jesse Hart just has too many things to take advantage of. Backing up with his hands down, trying to spin out with his hands down, crazy punches from far away. And Jesse Hart was. He got cracked. He did go down. He did go down in what, the fifth round? What round did he go down? Seventh round. Now, give him credit that second shot didn't fuck him up more, because he went down like he popped up real quick from his knee, and Joe Smith thought, "What? I thought you were down, bitch." Like he didn't like the knockdown. I guess Joe Smith either knew he was down and saw him get up and cracked his ass anyway, or maybe he's like, "Oh shit, I thought he was down, but no, it's just a knee buckle." Because Hart got up, pretty quick off that knee, and he got fucking cracked. And that shot didn't affect him. Or at least it didn't seem to affect him. Hard work. Where does he go from here? Does he go back down to 168? Does he has dedication? Is that weight too much for him to make? Is this who Jesse Hart is? Joe Smith. This guy working his ass off, dog. Joe Smith. Joe Smith gonna get himself a fucking nice payday, man. Lunch Pail Joe, man. Where's he at? Where the fuck is Joe Smith at? He's not even in the WBC. Ought bet to be if not even along those lines. WBA. There's no Joe Smith. What? But he just lost to Bivol. That's why he just had his shot. So they took his ass out of there. But damn, he was nowhere. They took him all the way out of the fucking 15. And he just beat number 4 Jesse Hart. What the fuck was Jesse Hart fighting for if he's not even in the top 15, dog? IBF. Also better be number 1. Fing Long is mandatory. Jesse Hart number 8. Fucking the Spider Craig Richards number 15. WBO vacant number 1. Ramirez and Sulimov. Number 3 Jesse Hart. Damn, Jesse, you fucking up with this loss. There you have it. Joe Smith not even in any of those things, and just won the. He just won himself a. Oh, that's right. I forgot. I forgot. I remember him holding the belt at the end of that. Yes, he won a North American. He won like a NABA, the WBA, WBO. I mean, little like brother belt. He's the champion of America, or in Canada and Mexico. That's what Joe Smith is a champion of. He's a champion of those three continents: Canada, America, and Mexico. The the NABO light heavyweight title, Joe Smith Jr. So he should be cracking the WBO top 15 next month and see. Shit, like I said, that belt is vacant, so he could get himself a nice little 2020. Damn, if Joe Smith could fire off one more victory, you figure the 15 right now is Cullum Smith, Alfonso Lopez, Igor Mikhailin, Buatsi, Leon Bunn, Steve Ward, Blake Caparello, Robert Paratsky, Eldelier Alvarez, Anthony Yarde, Kovalev, Vaskov, Hart, Sumolov, Ramirez. Joe Smith, if he could fire off two more fights, one more to get him a title shot in that third fight, who can it bounce off of? Fuck, it'd have to be. No, I don't think he could get one from the WBO names. It'd have to be someone that people don't know because I don't see him fighting Yard. Vaskov, fuck, that'd be crazy if Joe Smith just going there and fights Maxim Vaskov. Kovalev, bounce back fight for Kovalev. Joe Smith, I don't know. Joe Smith got that fucking right hand. He might take it. Buatsi. Then you got the. Like I said, Joe Smith ain't in any of these rankings. IBF. Adam Deniz, Leon Bunn. Joe Smith. I don't know where the fuck just. I don't know where in the fuck Joe Smith is gonna fight next. Joe Smith is just shit. He's not supposed to be fighting. You know, he's a fucking lunchbox character. You know, it's like, oh shit, Joe Smith is back. Anyone want to fight Joe Smith? Anyone need to fight Joe? Joe's in the gym today, folks, and motherfucker was not even any of the rankings. That's fucked up. And here he is, just beating Jesse Hart, dude. And he soundly defeated Jesse Hart. Jesse Hart, number 3 by the WBO, vacant title. Number 8 by the IBF. Better be taking on his mandatory Ming Filong. I like Ming too. I like his style. But I just don't know if he has the size and frame to absorb what Better Reeves going to be throwing. Number 4, Jesse Hart for WBA. Bivol and Jesse. Damn, Bivol would have fucked Jesse Hart up. And Jesse Hart is not in the WBC. Not surprised. Fucking wars. Oh no, he's number 8 by the WBC. Never mind. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. My bad. Apologies. Damn, Jesse Hart, top 10 in all of them. He lost. He lost bad, man. There's Charles Foster slowly creeping up in the WBA, the American Charles Foster. Man, Dominic Bosell. He's number 1 for the WBA. Oh man, I won't mind seeing Bivol fight him. Fuck it. That's a nice mandatory. I'll watch that. I will watch that. Damn. After Ming Fei Long, you got Bawatsi at number 3 for the IBF. Better be than Bawatsi. I'll watch that. Now, since that is the first week of 2020, let's go with a quick little. Let's see what we got here. Fighter of the year. I would say a runner up coming in at number 3. I would say Alejandra Jimenez. She made some ripple effects with that beat down. Even though, like I said, she's a heavyweight coming down. For the women division, she made some chatter. Number two, another female in the same division, uh, Ellen Cedaros. That I give her runner up. Those two women are runner up, number 3 and 2 fighter of the year. Number one, 2020 fighter of the year so far, Joe Smith Jr. He definitely made some more noise in light heavyweight division again. He did it again. Uh, Round of the year so far. I don't really recall. Like I didn't keep track of the hot rounds, but the moments that stick to me best throughout the weekend of fighting. Um, oh, I'm sorry. You know what? I'm gonna take Alejandro Jimenez from number 3 out. Fighter of number 3, I'll say Boots. Boots came in and did his thing. Um, Round of the year, I don't really recall any rounds of the year. Um, but moments that stuck to me best probably was around, I think it was 2 of the Jimenez and Dezern fight. At one point in that round, Jimenez landed like a nice little. Dezern was trying to hold her, and she landed like 2 or 3 body shots. And from that moment, Dezern was broke. Like somewhere around 2, and then that's when like her whole body thing just changed. The fight changed like that, and she just started dropping bombs on her. That was a very like oh shit round. I know that, like I said, watching the fight, I noticed the fight turn real fast on that combination, that round, and that stuck out to me. And I think it was like round 4 or 5, 4, when Joe Smith was just Jesse Hart bounced off the ropes and they coming in the middle of the ring. They was fighting. He just throwing combinations. Like that's when like Joe Smith. They were doing instant replay off that combination on ESPN. So I say about I think it was round 4, Jesse Hart getting beat up by Joe Smith, and round 2, DAZN getting beat up by Jimenez. My rounds of the year, and that's those are the awards so far for the first week, and that is season 5, episode 1 of or volume 1, I should say, volume 1 of the RRT Boxing Show. Weekly recaps. Thank you for your time and support. Leave a comment down below. What do you like of the week so far? Thank you.